Hey, Dinarland Ninja here. Today is Thursday, August 15th, 2019, and this is from Dinarland Highlights from August 14th. This is from Caparoni. It says, there's no way the dinar can substantially revalue, especially at $3 plus. Iraq simply has too much currency in circulation. It is simply impossible for such an event to occur. An RV or RI, even at $1 to $1, is not possible within $42 trillion in circulation. That is 3 times the world's money supply. Iraq could never afford such an event. The only possible solution would be a slow growth via a float as investment comes into Iraq to offset pressure/inflation. Then they could collect dinar as it gradually appreciates, reducing the money supply and liability. I know the speed or rate in which a currency appreciates is based on the pressure created in the financial system, which is controlled by the amount of investment. So the faster the investment or greater the investment, the faster the appreciation will be of the currency. Okay, from Mark Z, it says, I just read that the dong won't be revalued for 2 to 3 years after the RV starts. Thoughts? Answer. I still believe it's in the first basket. I saw that rumor, which makes me think it's misinformation or smoke. Vietnam holds a great deal of Iraqi dinar in their treasury/foreign currency reserves, just like Iraq holds a great deal of VND. It would be a huge imbalance if they did not go together. Remember when Kuwait RV'd, they said they were months or years away from revaluing. Remember in the 90s, China said in a number of articles that no way they were ready to RV their currency, and bam, they did it the next day. In my opinion, this is disinformation, which means we're very close. Question, can Iraq go without the GCR? Answer, they can. It would be only an in-country RV because of the Gold Treaty. That's what Kuwait did. They kept it in-country and quiet for 10 days before it went international. Okay, Frank 26 from KTFA. The CBI is on a vicious campaign to educate the citizens and make sure that it works with them, because if it doesn't work internally, the reinstatement of the Iraqi dinar will never leave the country and go externally and internationally and grow with value. Every day the CBI is letting you know, and the citizens know. Okay, via Firefly 77, our electronic billboards are showing the ATM machines. The Citizens MasterCard is plastered all over these billboards. It's commercial, but at the same time, it's education. Okay, from Jeff, even though Parliament isn't in session, can they still revalue the currency? The answer to that is yes and no. Let me tell you why it's yes. Technically, there are laws in place. The CBI is completely autonomous from the government. They're a separate group, a separate structure. They do their own thing with the money. The government does their own thing with laws and legislation. But in this instance, the CBI has made it very clear they are seeking stability. That's why we're waiting on the formation of the government. Because of how much money has been stolen from the government, this is very important to Iraq to remove all the corruption and get a solid formed technocrat government in place. Will the smaller denomination come out before the RV? In my opinion, no. Banks are stocked and ready to go. Basically, the day rate changes, the banks will have the drawers stocked, ready to start passing them out. It's that simple. So no, they're not going to come out ahead of time. They'll come out the same morning that the rate changes. It's all going to happen together at the same time. Okay, from Adam, Montana, we're at the end of the Eid al-Adha, but that's not a holiday that brings business to a complete screeching halt like Ramadan. There's a lot of movement regarding the HCL. The article quote says, the committee did not address the discussion of the law of oil and gas, stressing the interest of the committee on the subject, and it will be a priority to legislate this law during the next phase. This Iraqi dinar RV really looks like it's in the final stages. My personal belief is the corruption factor has to be eliminated and or all previous crooks have to be dealt with. Fact is, corruption exists and always will. Yet progress still continues. We will never see a complete elimination of it, so the question becomes what level of corruption will allow for the next progression. I wholeheartedly believe Iraq has made enough progress in this area to allow an RV. Okay, from Mountain Goat, again, I'm telling everyone what is holding back the reinstatement of the Iraqi dinar. It is corruption and the fight to clean it up. It is also not having their constitution fully implemented. This is a necessity. While in this process, the CBI proceeds to continue with the project to delete the zeros. Yes, we all know there is much corruption even at the minor level, but in Iraq it's also massive, and the authorities are not going to let the dinar reinstate until this is settled to their satisfaction. And that's all for now. Thanks for tuning in.